Can't do that. Yes, what's happening, people? And welcome back to Gav Goes In. Guys, the big one, the big one, the big one. Listen, we're going to get into the team news in a bit, because I have to be honest. Um, I just don't know. I had my reservations about this manager before the game, with his team selection. And listen, he hasn't disappointed. He's put in a team that again is concerning for me, and we're gonna get into it. Big up yourselves for coming through each and every time. Big up to Lumi Rain, big up to Daniela. Sorry guys, maybe 1 minute. Big up to Jude Fenwick as well. Yes, guys, big up to Exedra, big up to Barbara Joseph. Guys, appreciate you guys coming through, and we're gonna get into this team news. I think first and foremost, before we start, the one positive that I can see from this manager, is that, when it comes to leaving players out, you have to agree, he does act on his principles, and Rasmus Højlund, apparently not part of the squad. And to be honest with you, big up to Jay as well. Big up Jay. And I have to say, what he's done with Rasmus Højlund, I can support. He's blatantly letting Rasmus Højlund know that he's not part of this setup. And I think that's the only positive that I can see. Guys, if anyone's got the team news, put that in the chat, and we're going to discuss the team news, because I kind of predicted what this manager was going to do. And to be honest with you, there's a few players in there that I am a bit surprised at. But yeah, so if anyone's got the lineup, put that in the chat, guys, please. Big up to Exedra. Bro, yeah, listen, if you got the lineup, put the lineup in for me, please. Let's go through this team. And guys, as always, make sure you smash the like button. Obviously, help the channel to grow. And as always, sub to the channel if you're new in here as well. And guys, keep your questions coming in. Keep your comments coming in. As I said, if anyone's got the team news, put the team news in the big up Exedra. So guys, we're gonna go through the team. So, Altai Bayindir there in goal again. I did think Anana. I said Anana was going to play, but again, if it's a case of him only having 3 training sessions from what's been reported, then again, Bayindir has played pre-season, and he's obviously been more match ready. So that's fair enough. The back 3, I got the back 3 spot on. I said if Matthias de Ligt was fit, Matthias de Ligt, Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, and again, Luke Shaw has. I mean, this whole Luke Shaw thing's a bit of a joke. Let's be honest, because Luke Shaw has somehow found his way back into this lineup. Because let's be honest with you, yeah, Aiden Heaven has shown a lot of promise, and Aiden Heaven for me is I can see him being a future starter for United the more games he gets. But I did say Luke Shaw, Luke Shaw was going to come back in because he's on a lot of money, and he just keeps surviving, Luke Shaw. So I said between Luke Shaw or Harry Maguire, one of them was going to start the game. And the fact that de Ligt's fit, Luke Shaw comes in at left side centre back. Lenny Yoro, as we know, was always going to play, and then de Ligt makes up the back 3. Now, guys, I did tell you guys as well that Amad Diallo is not going to start. And you see the problem with this manager, yeah? This manager, for me, which is why I'm never going to back this manager, because he is just hell-bent on playing his friends. Bruno Fernandes, Diogo Dalot. And I did say, that Amad's not going to start. So this system, we're having to look at Amad playing as a wing-back. which is just not Ahmad's position. And now we're having to see Ahmad deal with being on the bench. Big up to Emily Rowe as well. Big up Emily for coming through. Guys, make sure your comments and your questions keep coming through as well. So yeah, Amad Diallo on the bench, which means Diogo Dalot starts at right wing back. And Diogo Dalot, Bruno Fernandes are going to be the ending of this manager, because his reluctance to not play these guys, to the detriment of other players, it's only a matter of time before some players start kicking up a fuss. Because if you're Ahmad, you'll be looking at this thinking, this is an absolute joke. He's been probably one of the players of the season last year. Obviously, he was out for a bit of time due to injury, but he's one of Man United's best players last season. In pre-season, he was good as well. And look at that. First game of the season against arch rivals Arsenal, he finds himself on the bench, which, again, I did say. Patrick Dorg on the left-hand side, I think, was a no-brainer. He was always going to play for me. And then you've got the midfield of Bruno and Casemiro. And you know what? I'm worried about this midfield, guys. I'm worried about this midfield because I said Ugarte was going to start with Bruno in the midfield. And I said the reason why I would have put Ugarte in there is because Ugarte's got the legs that Casemiro hasn't really got as he's getting on a bit, For me, Casemiro's better than Ugarte, no doubt. But the way this manager wants to play with the high press, that's not Casemiro's game, which is why I said Ugarte. To think that he's gone for Casemiro and Bruno in midfield, I think there's going to be problems ahead. I'm going to say this now. There's going to be problems ahead because unless Bruno's going to be disciplined in that midfield to stay next to Casemiro, which again he's not going to do, especially if the first goal is scored by Arsenal, Bruno's going to get ill-disciplined and start trying to pick up the ball in different areas of the pitch. And then when he gives it away, you're going to see the ball get changed over in transition. And then, again, you're going to see problems there, So, yeah, I've got worries for this team, with Bruno and Casemiro in that midfield. And then we go on to the front three. I did say Sesko wasn't going to start. This manager's a coward. He was never going to start Sesko. People saying that Sesko was going to start. Sesko was never starting. I just know that for a fact. He was never starting. And guys, this is what I mean about this manager, yeah? And his love for Mason Mount. And big up to Lumi Reigns. I know Lumi's going to be excited, We know that Lumi's favourite player is Mason Mount, obviously Portsmouth and all that. But I'm sorry, guys. Mason Mount, Cunha and Mbeumo front three, and you mean to tell me that Ahmad is settling for a place on the bench for an injury-prone Mason Mount, for someone that hasn't really been playing well, and Ahmad finds himself on the bench and Mason Mount starts? Guys, if this isn't any indication that this manager's an absolute joke, yeah, then I don't know what to tell you, because how Ahmad is on the bench and Mount starting should tell you all you guys need to know. And this is why I'm never gonna back this manager. I'm never gonna back it. I don't back this system. I don't back his profiling of certain players. I just don't back anything of what this manager's trying to do. And that Ahmad on the bench, I know a lot of fans, obviously you guys in here, Man United fans, I know you guys are going to be pissed off that Ahmad's on the bench. I am, but listen, let's just see what happens in this game. Because if United lose this game, he deserves one hell of criticism. He deserves it, because I just don't understand how Mason Mount has found his way back into this lineup and Ahmad's on the bench. And not to mention, Ahmad's a 10. And he's been playing Ahmad as a wing-back. And now Ahmad's come out of the team for Diogo Dalot, who, as we know, is no good in this system as a wing-back. So, yeah, as I said, man, he's got it all to do, this manager. He's got it all to do. And as I said, these first 5 games, I'm just going to wait and see what's going on. Because, as I said to you, I'm expecting 2 wins as a minimum from this manager. And if he doesn't get that, he's under pressure. Big time. But guys, big up yourselves. Big up yourselves for coming through. As I said, make sure you smash the like button and make sure you sub to the channel as well. And again, keep your questions coming in, and appreciate you guys coming through. And yeah, we're going to watch this game. I think kickoff's at 4:30. It's a tense game, guys. It's probably the game that I look forward to more than most. Arch rivals Arsenal. And listen, we're gonna see what happens. But we're gonna go through Arsenal's lineup anyway. I think Arsenal's lineup, to be honest with you, was obvious what they're gonna do. I think the two surprises that I would say is at fullback. But David Raya in goal. Yep, obviously he's the number one. No surprises there. The back two, centre backs, Gabriel Saliba, arguably the best centre back pairing, along with Ibrahim Konate, Van Dijk for me in the Premier League. So yeah, no surprises there. Ben White instead of Urian Timber. Now, I don't know if Timber's out injured. I don't know what's happened there. But I'm surprised Ben White starting, because you think of, again, is Cunha going to play through the middle, or are they going to play, or is Amorim going to play Mason Mount as a false nine? But I think Cunha up against Ben White, I think Cunha is more than capable of getting the better of Ben White out there. So I'm surprised Timber's not playing, but maybe Timber's got a slight injury. I don't know. But on the other side, Calafiori, no Lewis Skelly. Again, Lewis Skelly, what, is he injured? Or is it a case where, Arteta wants to go for a bit more protection, a bit more solidity at the back there? Calafiori is actually a centre-back, but obviously can play left-back as well. So is he banking on the fact that Calafiori is a bit more defensive? That could be the case. But that's a surprise. There's no Lewis Skelly and no Timber. So who knows? That could be the undoing of Arsenal, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Midfield was obvious. Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi, Martin Odegaard. I think that's their first choice midfield. And as I said, there's no surprise there. And I look at that three there. And although I do think Declan Rice is overrated, Zubimendi is a good footballer, but the physicality, we're going to see what happens. And Odegaard, as we know, is a very good footballer. But in terms of Odegaard, being a bit hit and miss, with his form, it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens, because I think with that three against the two of Casemiro and Bruno, I don't know what's going to happen, because them two could get overrun. I think if Bruno vacates that midfield and starts pressing all over the pitch like he always does, that's going to leave Casemiro with too much work to do. And then you're going to have to rely on Matthias de Ligt stepping into midfield, and making it a free at times in there. So again, there's issues there, guys. I'm telling you, there's problems. But yeah, Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi expected. And in the front three, as we know, Bukayo Saka, first choice on that right-hand side, up against Luke Shaw. I think it's going to be a good battle, and Patrick Dorgu. So I think that might be a key battle, because you've got Patrick Dorgu's athleticism, his pace and his strength. You've got Luke Shaw as well, who's no slouch, and obviously he's massively experienced. And then you've got Bukayo Saka on that side as well, with his pace and strength, and the fact that he's definitely someone that Arsenal will be leaning on heavily to get a positive result. And then you've got Martinelli on the left. Again, this Madueke signing is making it laughable, really, to spend 52 million on Madueke and he's still on the bench. It's funny that. And then you've got Victor Gyökeres playing up top, and again, Gyökeres against his old manager, he'll be fancying his chances as well. So yeah, listen, Arsenal's got a very strong team there, I would say, and I think their team's not a surprise. I think the only surprise there really is at fullback, but they've gone pretty strong. So yeah, we'll have to just wait and see, man. But 4:30 kickoff, one not to miss. Gonna go through your chats, guys, but big up yourselves. Exedra says, but Gav, if he wants to play defensive with Dalot, why is he starting Bruno and Cass when it should be Cass Ugarte? Because, Exedra, as I've been saying, the downfall of this manager is going to be Bruno Fernandes and Dalot. He is not going to drop these two players. These two players will always find themselves getting game time. And this is the problem. We have to now watch Amad Diallo, who's arguably Man United's best player, their most talented player. He's now on the bench because of this shit system. You know, I'd argue the bench is arguably better than the actual lineup. Look, you got Xerxes, Ahmad, Aiden Heaven, Sesko, Kobe Mainu all on the bench. You know, those what? Five players are all starters for me. They should all be starting the game if we're being serious. Or at least 4 of them should be starting. So again, this manager, he's a coward, this manager, guys. I'm going to keep saying he's a coward. Because as Ezedra has said, he wants to play defensive, and it should be Casemiro Ugarte. But he has to find a place for Bruno. And the fact of the matter is, he loves Mason Mount. So something's got to give. And unfortunately, I knew Sesko was never starting. But Ahmad's the one that's been sacrificed. That's what's happened. Ahmad, the most talented player, has been sacrificed. Because Mason Mount's coming, you know, which means Bruno plays as an 8 alongside Casemiro. And then you've got Mason Mount and Mbeumo Cunha, who are always going to start. So Ahmad's been the fall guy, guys. And this is what I'm trying to tell you about this manager. He's an absolute joke, this manager. So it should be Cas Ugarte. As much as I don't rate Ugarte, you know, if you're going to play, you know, a bit more responsible in that midfield, you would just play Casemiro Ugarte to give that bit more defensive solidity. I can't stand seeing this guy's face on the screen. He absolutely winds me up, this Amarim. He winds me up, man. But yeah, if you want a bit more defensive solidity, you'd play Casemiro and Ugarte. But that means he's got to find a place for Bruno. And this is the problem. So if you want to find a place for Bruno, it means Sesko, Mbeumo, and Cunha can't all play. If you want to play a bit more responsible. And to think that Mason Mount's coming now. Yeah, listen. The thing is, this manager's playing those players because he's looking at the pressing side of it. You know, he wants them to press Arsenal high. But if Arsenal beat their press, then what? Yeah, listen, absolute joke, this manager. And if we're playing in transition, why the hell is he not playing Sesko? Because he's a coward. As I say, he's a coward. Like, this manager was always gonna do this. The one surprise that I can see, you know, is the fact that is that Mason Mount's playing. I didn't think Mason Mount would start. I didn't. I know, obviously, preseason people thought he was good. I thought he was average, but I didn't see Mason Mount starting. And to think that Mount is in the lineup, listen, it's crazy, man, absolute crazy. And as I said, I think United probably go for this game now. I don't think they're going to sit back because I think they're going to try and press Arsenal high at the pitch, and then again try and catch them in the turnover. But who knows, man? Who knows? Big up to Chris Mark says, "Damn, Chelsea scum just lost me 1,357 from a quid." Bro, listen, I could have told you that Chelsea wouldn't be odds on to beat Palace. Palace are a very good team, man. As I said, they got some dangerous players, and you know, I watched the second half. I missed the first half, but second half, again, I think Chelsea weren't really getting through at will, really. Palace are a very good team, man. So, yeah, man, lucky with the bet. But, you know, it's one of them things, isn't it, I suppose? So, yeah. Big up to Gamer. Big up, bro. Big up for coming back through. How's your holiday been, man? You been enjoying it? Obviously, back to the grind now. And listen, your team got a 0-0 draw yesterday against Aston Villa. To be fair, with no recognised striker, it's not a bad result away from home. But yeah, Gamer saying 2-2. Do you know what? I said 2-2 before I saw the lineup. Now I've seen the lineup. Do you know what? Guys, this might surprise you guys. This might surprise you. I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal. I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal. You know, this manager has, this man just deflated me from this lineup. The fact that Ahmad's not starting and you got Mason Mount starting, yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 Arsenal. You know, I think Arsenal might win this 2-1. I think Arsenal have gone there with intent. You know, if Cunha plays in the wide areas, I think Cunha and Embuemo could get joy against Calafiori and Ben White. And I think personally, I think Arteta has changed the two fullbacks. I'm not sure about Timber. I don't know if Timber's obviously always been out, but I think he might have changed them on purpose to put a bit more defensive nous there. You know, but as I said, I'm gonna say 2-1 Arsenal. Yeah. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. But I just don't trust that midfield. You know, I trust Casemiro as a player, you know, but I just don't trust him and Bruno together. Purely because is Bruno going to be disciplined to stay there? You know, it's one to think about. But who knows, man? We'll have to wait and see. You know, I'd hold my hands up if United get a win. But as I said, man, it's it's concerning. Yeah, big up to Jay, man. Richarlison getting 2 goals yesterday. And guys, not to mention, I mean, I put a tweet out yesterday, on Twitter, and Manchester City, man, Ryan Cherky, Tijani Reinders. Listen, City are gonna be the team to beat, man. I know I said Liverpool. I said Liverpool are slight favourites, but as I said, I think Pep wants Rodrigo, and if Savinho goes, they're gonna get Rodrigo, and they're the outright favourites for me if they go and get him. But what I like here is that Cherky's actually got number 10 on his back now. So Grealish going out on loan, Cherky's got number 10. And look at the goal we scored yesterday, man. Yeah, they're going to be the team to beat for me, man. I'm as much as I kind of hate to say, but they're going to be the team to beat for sure. They're going to be the team, man. It is what it is, man. But Ryan Cherky, Tijani Reinders, 8 Nuri, Marmouche. They just got some top quality players, man. Top quality players. Oscar Bob. Look at Oscar Bob. Pep rates Oscar Bob highly. And look what a player he is. Even Nico Gonzalez in midfield played well yesterday as well. Gundogan on the bench, Bernardo Silva. They've got top players, man. They've still got Rodri to come back as well. They've got top players. Top players, man. But yeah, listen, Richarlison's goal yesterday was sick. Great finish, his second one. But they're going to be all right, man. And if they get Eze and Savinho, as I said, I expect them to be top 4 minimum, competing for the top 4 if they get both of them. So Emily says she wants a victory today and a Gyökeres goal. Right. I mean, if you get both of them, I'll be pissed. I ain't gonna lie. But listen. Obviously, Arteta's shown intent, man, and as an Arsenal fan, you can't really be too pissed off with that, really, because he's starting his main target. You would say in the summer, and listen, who's to say that he won't get a goal? I'm hoping not, but yeah, listen, it's looking good for Arsenal, man. Let's just say, because that lineup does look quite decent, but we have to see till the game starts, see how they get on. Yeah, big up Lumi. So Lumi says she was confident that she saw Mount starting. Well, listen, I'm glad you was, because I wasn't. I didn't see it happening. But mad. Big up to Nubis Kubis as well. So Nubis is saying low block for 45 minutes as expected. One-way traffic in front of home supporters. Yeah. Listen, we're going to have to see, man. As I said, the one positive, Rasmus Højlund out of the squad, which means he's on his way. And I can support that. But this lineup, I just don't know. But we're going to see anyway. We're going to see. Obviously, the teams are walking out now. Big up to Nick Fadley as well. So Nick says Arsenal 3-2. So you reckon there'll be 5 goals in this game? Who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, I'm not sure if there'll be 5 goals. I don't see that. I think both teams will be cautious, but yeah, as I said, man, um, United for me need to get a positive result. Need to get a positive result, man. So high press with Luke Shaw. He should have gone Fredrickson if he wanted a high press, Gav. No matter how you look at the line doesn't make sense. Yeah, listen, Fredrickson was never going to start. I actually think he's quite decent from what I've seen of him, but he's never going to start. He's never going to start. As I said, he's gone for Luke Shaw's experience. If Luke Shaw wasn't left-footed, Luke Shaw doesn't start. But he's gone for Shaw's experience. He's gone for the Ligt is a no-brainer, and Lenny Yoro the same. But again, we're gonna have to see how the teams start off, because when you're playing Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes in the same team, to me it tells me that he's looking to press hype the pitch, and I think that's going to be the tactic. Press hype the pitch, and which means obviously there isn't too much work in the final third from there. But if Arsenal beat the press and Arsenal get an early goal, that tactic is going to be thrown at the window. So let's just see how things change. And again, Sesko was always going to be on the bench because if the game's not going in favour of United, Sesko, new signing, bring him off the bench, the crowd get hyped. That's what he's going to use Sesko for. The guy's a coward, man. I've told you that time and time again. I just don't rate this manager. When he first came in, I was excited. But just what I've seen of him so far, yeah, I'm not rating it, man. Just not rating it. Yeah, listen, Lumi, I'm just gonna say it, man. I'm gonna say Arsenal 2-1. I was never going with that. Oh, Timber's on the bench. Yeah, so that's a tactical thing Arteta's done there. That could actually backfire because I'm looking at Embuemo and Cunha in the wide areas if they're playing there against Calafiori and Ben White. I think they can get joy out of them too, in my opinion. Yeah, look at all this, man. Bruno Fernandes, 19 goals and 18 assists in all comps. Like, this is what these people do. But let's not forget, Man United finished 15th with him as captain. So his stats mean nothing. Not to mention, the guy plays every minute of every game. So when Sky Sports and all these other people start telling you about stats, it means they're not watching the game. And the problem is, these people are not fans of Man United. They don't watch every Man United game. Because when they keep showing you stats, yeah, how about you just watch the game and just have a look at where United finished? Because these stats mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing. Big up to Jude. Jude says, did Foden play yesterday? No, Foden was injured. He was injured. Yeah, as Lumi said, Foden was injured. But listen, they've got so much quality and depth. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Big up to Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team. Guys, come on, make sure you smash the like button and make sure you sub to the channel as well. Kickoff is about to commence. Obviously, minute silence coming now. Right, let's see. Yeah, Jay, listen, man. I'm just tired of talking about Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, listen, it's not going to stop, man. As long as he's at this club, Again, these people that keep putting these stats up, yeah, listen. Big up to DXR. Big up, man, for coming through. Right, guys, kick off. About to start. Listen, can Man United get a result? Or will Arsenal get the bragging rights? Let's see this. You know, corner already. Was it on a throne? Guys, what do you guys think of Calafiori? Do you guys think Calafiori is a good player? What do you think of Calafiori? Play them, Buemo. Go on, take him on. Oh, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Zubamendi already, you know. He's finding out what the Premier League's all about already. So Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team reckons that United are going to score first and Arsenal does a remontada. Well, we'll see. We're going to see. We are definitely going to see. Big up to Sham. You know what? I think the Lit is gonna handle Jokeres well. You know, I think the Lit can match Jokeres for strength and for pace. So I think the Lit's actually gonna. I think he's gonna dominate Jokeres. I do actually think that. And again, you're gonna have the added security of Lenny Yoro's pace on the recovery as well. So, Lumi, you're killing me. You're killing me. Mount's off the ball IQ is the best in the world. All right, Lumi, you're now going overboard now with this Mason Mount prop, man. I get you like Mason Mount, but this comment here, nah, listen, I'm not having it, man. No way. His off the ball IQ is the best in the world. Hmm. Yeah, all right. Yeah, big up Lumi, man. But yeah, this Mount prop needs to die, man. Please. Yeah, listen, I'm surprised Timber's not starting. To be honest with you, I'm surprised he's not even starting. There must be a slight injury to Timber. There must be a slight injury because you would probably be more confident that Timber could deal with the likes of Patrick Dorgu and Cunha on that side. But I actually think Cunha's playing through the middle from how they've lined up, which again makes it an absolute joke. I mean, how Ahmad's on the bench? Like, if I'm Ahmad, yeah, I'll be honest with you. If I'm Ahmad and I've signed a new contract, if I'm Ahmad, I'm looking at this thinking, yeah, this manager is an absolute prick, really. What is that? If you're Ahmad, you'll be looking at this manager thinking you're taking the piss. Um, my timer's at 4:30. Yeah, 4 minutes 32. Richarlison to Newcastle. Would you take that reluctant? Go on the lick. Go on the licked. Played. Yokeres don't fancy it, man. Don't fancy it with the licked. Good ball, Mount. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Be fair, good ball from Mount, to be fair. Very good ball. Good ball. Played the lit. So Gamer says, you're drinking an energy drink. I'm not, man. I'm drinking. Can you say it? K, you know, KA? KA Remix. It's a bit of rum in there. If you get a chance, man, get this drink. It's sick. Yeah. Yeah, Cunha's playing through the middle, which I knew was gonna happen. But did I see Mount starting? I didn't. Guys, let me know what you think of the backdrop. Cunha and Mbuemo. Could they be the two guys to get the 2 goals today? Yeah, listen, Jay, man. K is the drink. Trust me. This one's a remix called KA Remix with rum. Only 6% rum though. But yeah, it slaps, man. It definitely slaps. So yeah, look. KA Remix. Rum 6%, black grape. I discovered it yesterday. So they got pineapple flavor, they got fruit punch, and they got the one I'm drinking now, black grape. So play Dorgu. Dorgu started quite well, to be fair. Started well. I think Dorgu's gonna get better and better. You know, I think I'm looking at Dorgu, you know, as as Bayern Munich's answer to Alphonso Davies. You know, I think he can emulate a bit of Alphonso Davies. Good ball, Delict. No, I had time there. Corner ball though. Yeah, I think Dorgu can emulate Alphonso Davies and be just as effective, you know, with the pace and power that he's got. I do think that. So 77 possession, already 23. So yeah, United have started the better team so far, but can they make it count? Jay, Karrion Cross left WWE when? When did he leave? Recently? Can't have done. Let me know a bit more. What's happened? I didn't hear about Karrion Cross leaving. He just fought Sami Zayn recently. Good ball. Played Mount. Mount, well done. Lumi, Mount's actually started quite well, to be fair. Oh, so he left after the Sami Zayn match. Jay, why did he leave though? What was the reason? Yeah, big up Barbara Joseph. Big up. Oh, so what did I'm guessing Dillian White got beat then by Moses Italma? Did he get is it Moses Italma? Did Dillian White get beat then? Okay, they didn't resign him. Oh, Kamzat Chimaev beat um Duplessis. He beat him. Dillian White got beat in the first round. No way. Is that true, Sham? Dillian White got beat in the first round. Took that well, but man. Took that very well. Dillian White got beat in the first round. What? No way. What about Chimaev and Duplessis? How did that finish? Yeah, bro. Listen, man. I was gonna stay up and watch the UFC because I ain't watched the live UFC for time, but I actually fell asleep, man. I fell asleep, man. Yesterday was a busy day for me. Yesterday, knocking down walls and that. But played the licked. Yeah, man. Dillian White got beat. Yo. So Kamzat dominated all rounds by wrestling. So what did he what did he stop him or did he win on points? Oh, here we go. You see what I mean? 1-0. Calafiori, guys. Calafiori. Well, well. 1-0. Uh, let me say this. Oh my god. Guys, you know what? You know what, yeah? You know what? You know what? Andre Onana hasn't been great, yeah? Andre Onana hasn't been great. But I tell you what, yeah? I don't want to hear anyone, you know, make excuses for buying there or try and criticize Onana. Because if that was Onana, he's getting criticism. That is poor. That is poor from Bayinde. People were clamoring for Bayinde to play ahead of Onana, and that's what you get. That is poor. You see what I mean? That is poor. Fucking 1-0. You know what I mean? Ah, this is joke, man. Calafiori. So Jay says I watched that Mexican wrestling company AAA because they had mixed pay-per-views with WWE. Yeah. Big up to Roy and Campbell. Yeah, I knew you'd be in there. Listen, you're not gonna get me because I'm honest. You know what I mean? I don't rate this manager. I don't rate his lineups. I just don't rate him. So if Arsenal win the game, they win the game. But Listen, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Fucking joke, this team, man. Heaton's the best. Heaton's the best keeper at the club. Listen, this is perfect, man. This is absolutely perfect. Free kick. So that's a ridiculous foul from Zubimendi. He didn't do that. Bruno weren't going anywhere. Yeah, all right, Lumi, come on. Yeah, it wasn't even Gabriel, man. It was I don't know, man. This is perfect. Good position for the free kick, though. Do you know what? He has to hit the target. Hit the target. That's all you can ask for on this. If you hit the target, you know, he could bend it round that side. Oh no, he's coming across Martinelli. Do you know what? Let's see if he bent. I think Bruno's going to try and bend it round. Oh my lord. What's that? I don't know why he didn't try and bend it round. The problem is now, because Arsenal scored, Arsenal can really sit back unless they want to. Oh no, oh the god! Unless they want to really go for the kill on United, which means that Arsenal are going to have. I mean, United are going to come out and leave gaps. This is where the problem is now. So Arsenal could actually just sit in, pick the passes off, and then United are going to be forced to come out of their shape. This is the problem now. And then you know what? I can already tell the subs he's going to do, yeah? He's going to bring on Ahmad. He's going to bring on Sesko. And I think he brings on Kobe Minu. I think those three players come on. Longer the game goes on. This man just very predictable what he does. Guys, let me know what you think so far the first 20 minutes. What have you guys made of it? Because to be honest with you, it's been a bit of a shit game, really. It's just been a lot of the games been played in midfield. Not really much happening. As I've said, if United don't get a win, he is under pressure. This manager, because because you have to beat Burnley and Fulham, and Fulham away is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, man. It's not going to be easy, and again, Burnley at home, you'd have to win that game. But yeah, man, ridiculous. Jay, to be honest, I wouldn't say Arsenal are scary. For me, they're far from scary. I think Arsenal have just built up a team You know, they're a bit. They're. Go on, Cunha. Oh, yeah. Arsenal. I don't look at Arsenal scary, man. Oh my lord, what's going on there? He's off. Um. Yeah. Listen, I don't look at Arsenal scary. I think Manchester City is scary. Like they're the for me, City are scary, and then Liverpool you could say are scary as well. But in terms of Arsenal being scary, no way, no way. I'll never say that. I just think that Arsenal built up a team. You know, they're quite efficient in what they're good at. You know, that's what I would say. But they're far from scary for me. Yeah, let's listen. Max Amarim 5 games. Yeah, listen. I don't disagree with that, man. This game's crucial because it automatically puts him under pressure against Fulham. I'll tell you now, I'm not confident United go to Fulham and beat them. I'm not because Fulham at home are decent. You know, they just got a 1-1 draw yesterday as well against Brighton, so it's not going to be. Yeah, big up DXR, man. You're right, bro. Amarim, big charmer, suave talker. Yeah, but shit coach. Yeah, don't rate this man. I don't rate this coach, man. Don't rate him. I just don't rate him. Yeah, Sham, listen, you're not wrong, bro. Amarim the poet, man. That's exactly what it is. There's a reason why Ronaldo called him a poet. There's a reason for that, you know, and he weren't being nice. That's what I will tell you. Go on, played Cunha. Oh, was given a free kick for that. David Raya got a new trim. That trim could be David Raya's undoing. Could be his undoing. Who knows? Yeah, DXR, bro, 100%. 100%. Louis Van Gaal should never have been sacked. And this I'm trying to say to you. Like, the only reason Louis Van Gaal was sacked because Mourinho become available, you know, and a lot of these fans said that Van Gaal's football was boring. But again, his football weren't boring. It's just that if his team were keeping the ball, and obviously too many goals probably weren't being scored. But I'll take Louis Van Gaal football any day of the week rather than this shit. You know what I mean? So again, Van Gaal was getting the under 23s to play the same way as the first team. And all you have to look at is what players Van Gaal had. You know, Van Gaal was taking players from the youth and then putting them into the first team. And then he had nowhere near the money that some of these managers have had. And look at United now. Three, four. Look at that. Told you. Gaps in the midfield. Told you. Gaps in the mid. Played Casemiro. Done well there. Played. Go on. Go on then, Buemo. Take him on. Ah, oh, Buemo. Corner. Casemiro done well there. But guys, look at the gaps in the midfield. Look at the gaps in the midfield. Casemiro's experience there and his positioning is the only reason why Arsenal didn't make most of that. Dead trim tax. Yeah, listen. It looks like David Raya looks like his head's been cut around a bow or something. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, watching this team's draining, man. Tell you it now. DXR, to be honest with you, man, just go and get me a good coach that wants to play 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and play the best players. It's not too much to ask for. A lot of these modern managers now, they're just doing too much. You know, it's they think they're more important than the players, man. It's fucking frustrating. How Ahmad's on the bench? Because why? Because this manager wants to play 3-4-2-1. Do you know what I mean? Just play 4-2-3-1. Put Ahmad in the 10. You know, Cunha on the left, Mbuemo on the right, Xerxes up top, and then a midfield of Kobe Manu and Casemiro. Back four of Yoro, Delict, Mazraoui if he was fit, right back, or play Dallo, Dorgu left back. Simple. This manager's doing too much. He's doing way too much. 3-4-2-1. You know what I mean? It's an absolute joke, man. Absolute joke, man. Yeah, but the thing is, Jay, Ahmad signed a new contract. So this I'm trying to say to you. The club got him to sign a new contract, all for this fucking manager to put him on the bench the first game of the season. It's a disgrace. I don't think like if there isn't people talking about this after the game, I'll be very surprised because Ahmad is one of United's best players. He's their most talented player, and yet because of this shit system and the manager's love for Diego Dallo, Ahmad's on the bench now. And to think that Ahmad's on the bench and Mason Mount starts, it's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. I'm telling you. And guys, watch as well. Yeah, I've been saying to you guys, watch Matthias Cunha. He is gonna get frustrated in this team. I promise you. He will get frustrated with this team. I'm 100% certain Matthias Cunha, he will get frustrated with this team because this team as a whole are not on his wavelength. You know, they're not on his wavelength. He's gonna get frustrated. It's an absolute joke, man. Absolute piss take. This whole thing. Yeah, listen, Glasner. I wouldn't mind Glasner. Listen, De Zerbi. Yeah, listen. They're very good managers. De Zerbi's obviously at Marseille. Oliver Glasner's a very good manager. Look at the way Oliver Glasner plays. You know, 4-3-4. Was he play 4-3-3? No, sorry, he plays three. He plays what? He plays like the 3-4-2-1 as well, in a sense, or he might or 3-4-3. You could say. But Eze plays in the wide areas. Um, Obviously, Ismail Assar plays on the right. Mateta as a striker. Then you've got Wharton and Hughes played today in midfield. Wing backs in Daniel Munoz and what's his name? Munoz and Tyreek Mitchell. And then you've got Guehi, Lacroix, and Chris Richards. Listen, they got a decent team, man. Like very, very decent team. Nah, Jay, you're taking the piss, man. David Moyes, come on, man. David Moyes. Would I take David Moyes back? Nah, man. David Moyes is a good coach, but not Man United. But what I will tell you is just get this manager out of it. Martinelli's poor, man. That is shocking. But yeah, this manager ain't good enough. He ain't gonna be there for the long term. I'm sure of that. If he had a better team selection, you know, and changed his shit formation, I'd be like, oh look, Gabriel Hensi. I'd be more supportive. But yeah, listen, he's not for United. This manager, he's just not good enough, man. I don't. People been telling him that he needs players this, players that. Forget all that, man. Go on, Dorgu. Unlucky Dorgu. Great strike. Unlucky. Great strike. Great strike. Guys, I'm telling you, I think Dorgu can be the answer to Alphonso Davies. I'm telling you. You've heard it here first, guys. Dorgu can be Alphonso Davies, the reincarnation of Alphonso Davies. Just look at the physicality that he has. And the pace as well. Hey, do you know what? Mason Mount's probably been the best of the attackers so far. He's actually been the best of the attackers. The problem is, guys, the problem is as well though, yeah? Mason Mount is going to create a problem now for the team selection. Because you can't have Bruno, Mount, Cunha, Embuemo, Sesko, Ahmad. You can't have all them in the same team. So he's going to create a problem now. So this man just reluctance to drop Bruno in that means other players are going to miss out. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Yeah, listen, Dorgu's coming into his own. But again, it's still early days. But you can see Dorgu will get better. He will get better. I have no doubt. And how much did Dorgu cost as well? I think he cost less than 15 mil. He'll get better. 100%. He'll get better. Oh, no. Yeah, that. You know what it is, yeah? Play Cunha! Go on, Cunha! Ah, unlucky, unlucky. Do you know what? That's what Cunha does, though, you know? That's what he does. Lucky ricochet, but listen, I like that. He's just taken to the game by the scruff of its neck. Unlucky. Listen, Dallo in this system, yeah? Dallo in this system is a right-sided centre-back. This manager wants to play Dallo wing-back. You know, he's just not learning. Dallo's a right-side centre-back in this system. Yeah, it's a good play from Cunha. Let me see this. He thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go by myself. That's poor from Gabriel, though. Mm. Played Embuemo. Gone. Unlucky, unlucky. Embuemo and Cunha looking lively though. Guys, I'm stocking up for the second half. Second half. Same flavour, different drink. This team's driving me to drink. You see how bad it is? They're driving me to drink. Ah, man. Played. Oh, I'm saying played. It's all. Oh, fucking hell, man. Hey, to be fair, Odegaard's had a good first half. He has. He had a very good first half. Yeah, Jay, listen, man, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Watching this team is painful, man. Painful. Deal with last season and now this. Mm. Uh, I mean, to be fair, United been the better team. I don't know, to be honest. I think United they've been good in fits and spurts for me, but I don't think Arsenal have been under any pressure. If I'm honest, I don't know if we've been the better team. I think it's been a nothing game with just a poor mistake from Bayinde. Yeah, that's what I would say. I think it's 35 minutes gone, and to be honest with you, it's not really been a great game. You know what I mean? Not at all. But to say we've been the better team, I think that just shows how poor the game's been because yeah, listen, Jokeres is him and Delict's battle's been good, man. To be honest, it's been a good battle, but I think Delict's edging it at the moment. I wonder if he changes it at half time, Amarim. But no movement. Look at the break now. Look at the break. See the gaps. Look, you see the gaps. You see what I mean? You see the gaps. In the transition, this is where United are struggling because you've got a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno, and these guys look like they're running through sand. You know what I mean? So it's an absolute tragedy waiting. Play Cunha. Oh! Unlucky. Did he save it? No, he can't have saved that, David Raya. Surely not. Good tackle, Casemiro. Yeah. Yeah, listen, DXR, man. Listen, this game United can't lose, man. So Cunha play. Oh, he saved it. He saved it, David Raya. He actually saved it. Oh, got a little fingertip to it. Good save. Yeah, listen. Yeah, I listen. It was a good save, man. Very good save. But Cunha's looked bright in the last 10 minutes. He has. Exaggerate. I think you got that wrong, man. Bruno's not been shit. He is shit. There's a difference. He hasn't been shit. He is shit. I've never seen a player so average like Bruno get held up. Oh my, get held up the way that he does. It's a sad indictment on football. I'm telling you, it's a sad indictment on football. He gets held up like he's the best player one of the best players in the world. And when it comes to show and prove, the guy does nothing. Absolute tragedy of a football player, man. Big up to Ryan1234 for coming through. Big up, Ryan. Ryan, let me know what you think of the game. Big up to Gunners fan as well. Guys, come on, make sure you smash the like button as well. And make sure, if you're new in here, you sub to the channel as well. Big up yourselves. So Ryan says, why is Sesko not on? Because the manager's a coward. And as I said to you already, Sesko was never starting this game. He was never starting this game because all you have to look at is that this manager wants to play Bruno. Bruno Fernandes plays regardless under this manager. So if Bruno plays, it means that you're either gonna have to play Bruno elsewhere, and someone's gonna miss out. So he's playing Bruno with Casemiro, which is a massive problem. Which is a massive problem. And I didn't think Mason Mount was gonna start. So Mason Mount starting, and then you got Cunha through the middle, Mbeumo on the right, and he's playing Dallo, and there's no Ahmad. So Ahmad United is one of United's best players. You know, I'll have Ahmad as top 3 United's best players. He's probably their most talented player, and he finds himself on the bench for this shit system and for Diogo Dallo. And people are gonna try and tell me that this manager needs his own players. Criminal. Absolute criminals. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Sesko versus Jokeris was shown as a rivalry to improve the viewership and stuff, and they didn't even start him. Yeah, listen, man. I mean, these people are dumb. I knew Sesko wasn't starting. I told you Sesko's not going to start. Sesko wasn't going to start for many reasons, because what Amorim would have done, if the game isn't going United's way, you know, like it is not now, because Sesko's a new signing, he'll bring him on and the crowd get up. That's what Amorim's doing. Not to mention, he loves Mason Mount like Lumi, and you know, he was always gonna. I didn't see Mason Mount starting, but as I said, man, this manager just does odd things. And again, he's gonna make subs, and the subs, Ahmad's gonna come on, Sesko's gonna come on, and then you're looking at either, yeah, Kobe Manu will come on as well. I'll tell you now, all 3 of them will come on. Go on, Cunha. Guys, half time in 2 minutes, obviously plus stoppage time, so probably another 5 minutes till half time. Yeah, I see that. I see Barca beat Mallorca. Barca beat Mallorca 3-0. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and who's called? Oh, Ferran Torres with the other one. Barca just doing what Barca do, man. You know, just doing what Barca do. I tell you now, Rafinha is an absolute goal machine for Barcelona. Absolute goal machine. Like, the guy's gone to another level. You know, and you'd expect Rafinha to start for Brazil come the World Cup if he continues this form. I think this World Cup for Brazil, man, they've got players in their team, yeah, that really have to start, you would say. The thing is, Neymar should be back for his last one, yeah? I'll just start Neymar. What are you doing? Oh, hey, Jokeris just boyed off the lit. The lit, you can't be having that. Come on, man. If you look at Neymar, because Neymar's playing at Santos, does Neymar start? I mean, Who would have thought Neymar not starting for Brazil? Because he has to start. But then you got Vinicius Jr., you got Rodrigo, you got Rafinha, Cunha, João Pedro. How are they going to fit all those players into the team? Because, hey, Dorgu, come on, man. Don't get done like that by Saka. What are you doing? Oh, my Lord. There we go. What's going on there? What's Gyökeres doing? Yeah, guys, listen. I'm glad Gyökeres was never signed by my club, man. The guy's got physicality, man, but his final ball and his composure is shocking. I'm glad my team never signed him, I'll be honest. Half time, 1 minute. Just 1 minute of stoppage time. Guys, half time. Let me know what you think of that first half, because I have to be honest. 4:30 kickoff Sunday, advertisement for the Premier League. Pretty shit, man, to be honest. Not great. Not great, not one bit. To be fair, the guy behind me, Matthias Cunha, last 10 minutes was looking lively. Same with Mbuemo as well. But yeah, man. Yeah, not great. Not great. So yeah, half time. Do you think that Amarin makes any changes? Because I think he might come out with the same team for the next 10, 15 minutes. When I saw Dorgu at first, I thought Aisho Speed was on the pitch. Yeah, listen. I think you got him, you got Bino Gittins, Madueke. They've all got that similar trim, man. Yeah, crazy, man, crazy. 1-0. Bayinde mistake. I think if Bayinde doesn't make that mistake, you'd probably say 0-0 first half, fair result. You'd probably say that, but United they got to try and do something in the second half. But yeah, if he does make changes, he's going to be like for like changes. So he'll bring on Ahmad for Dallo. He'll bring on Sesko for Mason Mount, and if Kobe comes on, yeah, again, I don't know if Kobe comes on, because he can't go Kobe and Bruno in midfield. He's never going to take Bruno off. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Big up Gunners fan says, where do you see Sunderland finishing? I mean, I know Sunderland won the game yesterday. I think it's early days still. I'm gonna say that the promoted teams. I mean, Sunderland are a Premier League team, really, with their fan base. But the promoted teams are, for me, are always going to be the teams that you would look at as going straight back down. But the money that they've spent, the experience that they've brought into the team, for the likes of Granit Xhaka, it's one of them things where they're making a good fist of it at the moment to stay in the league. I know it's early days. They destroyed West Ham yesterday, 3-0. But I think it's hard to say where they're going to finish. The season's just started. I mean, if they stay up, put it that way, will be a good achievement. That goes for any of the promoted teams, because you look at Burnley. Burnley got beat 3-0 yesterday by Tottenham. And then Leeds are playing tomorrow against Everton. So yeah, I think it's early days, but who knows, man? Who knows? Nubis says, big up Nubis. So Nubis says, same problem as last season. All the chances are half chances. Not really a threat on Raya. Don't let the stats fool you. Yeah, couldn't disagree. Yeah, listen, I saw pre-season, yeah, and again, I had people coming on here telling me United have looked good in pre-season. What are you complaining about, etc.? And let me tell you this now. That pre-season, I know United won the summer series, but let's just be honest with you, yeah? They were playing against West Ham, Bournemouth, and Everton. Three teams that you would expect to be in the bottom half of the table, you know? And even against all three of those teams, United didn't look convincing against any of them. I think the game that you'd probably say where they looked a bit more convincing than other games was probably the Bournemouth game. But again, you're playing against teams that you should be beating, and as I said, they won the Series Cup. But from what I saw, I didn't see much change. I just saw better quality players, the likes of Mbeumo and Cunha, coming into the club. But the same things were happening. The same players were playing. Nothing had changed. And obviously now, first game of the season against Arsenal, it's one of them things now where you just, is it a surprise that they're down? I know obviously the mistake from Bayinde is unforgivable, really, and that's a poor mistake. You could even see Calafiore laughing before the ball even hit his head. But yeah, as I said, what's this? They're doing all these halftime things now. No, this can't be real. So guys, let me understand this now. Yeah, at halftime, they're getting interviews with the players now at halftime. Shouldn't these players should be in the tunnel, in the changing rooms, getting? Nah, this is weird. This is weird. How can you have a player getting interviewed at halftime of the game? The game's not even over. Yeah, this is odd. As DXR says, Americanized. Yeah, I hear it, but that's odd. So he's getting interviewed at halftime, and then he goes back into the changing rooms. What's the point? Mad. Yeah, it's definitely Americanized now the way it's going, but that was always happening as well, wasn't it? Is Amarim going to do that 70-minute sub again? Yeah, listen. If he does, then it's just showing he ain't learned nothing. Because personally, I'd make subs now. I would, because again, 45 minutes second half. I'd make subs now. But or if he's not going to make subs, 10 minutes into the second half, you make subs, and then yeah. Now this is unforgivable from Bayinde. Unforgivable. You're the keeper, yeah. You're the only person in that area that can use their hands, yeah, and you do that. Like, it's shocking, man. It's shocking goalkeeping. You're a goalkeeper. You can use your hands, yeah. You can barge people out the way, and you do that. Yeah, shocking, shocking. But he's shit anyway, Bayinde. You know what I mean? Look at that. Yes, poor. And again, if that was Onana, there's people criticizing Onana. You see what I mean? Who's that? Yeah, Saliba boying off Mount there as well. Yeah, Mount's got to be stronger there. He's allowing Saliba to do that to him and get into the keeper. Yeah, poor. That's poor. Let's see if he makes any subs. Dorgu had a good chance. Cunha's had a couple of good chances as well. Yeah. Yeah, listen. I don't know, man. I mean, so Nubis says all the chances are individual chances. They don't create for each other. And what's up with Bruno for taking free kicks? Give it to him, Bremer, for God's sakes. But again, man, like when you actually think about it, you know, this team has been very individualistic for time. It has been, and again, you have to look at the coaches. This is why I keep saying this Amarim is quite clearly not a good coach. Because if you're still getting your team, not creating team goals, what's happening on the training field? You know what I mean? There's not much. There's not much that's being done quite clearly. And as I keep saying anyway, yeah, when you've got a midfield that contains a Bruno Fernandes, I don't think people deep how much of a problem this guy is in this team. When you've got a player like that in your midfield, yeah, who's been shoehorned into this team, what he does, Bruno, a lot of the time, he reverts to type. So it's a case where United losing the game, he's going to try and play hero ball, run all over the pitch, vacate the midfield, you know, and the game ends up becoming chaotic. United need players in their team that can get their foot on the ball and start dictating. You know what I mean? So again, I'm getting bored of saying the same thing, man, because Bruno Fernandes has been a massive problem for this club. And as I said, until he's removed from the team are going to continue faltering. I keep saying it. Big up to Crawley Eagle. Big up for coming on, man. Big up. Crawley says, harshly disallowed goal. Did you see, Gav? What, the Eze free kick one? Yeah, listen. I don't know, man. Rules are rules, innit? And a lot of these rules are killing the game. But I think they're saying that Mark Guehi impeding or something like that. Yeah, listen. If there are rules in place and these rules are a thing, then there's not much you can say, man. To be honest with you, it's very harsh. But again, these rules have been brought in, so there's not really much we can kind of say on that. But what I will tell you is that Palace are going to give a lot of the top teams problems because, as I keep saying, they've got some dangerous players in their team, and they got a very, very, very good manager. So yeah. Yeah, listen, Nubis, man. Bruno does this every game, man. It's nothing new. It's nothing new, man. The guy is ill-disciplined and expect it in the second half to get worse because the longer the game goes on and United are trying to get back into the game, he's going to keep doing that. This is the problem. Mad. Nubis says, I watched Baleba yesterday. He remained at his position even though he could go forward and add another player in the box. It's called discipline. Yeah, but bro, listen, man. Carlos Baleba, anyone that's been watching this channel, I've been saying about Baleba for time. I've been saying about Baleba from last season, from the start of the summer. He's the ideal player. And not only is he the ideal player, you know, he's someone that just ticks all the boxes because I don't like this system, but this system, he will be effective in, you know, 4-2-3-1, he'll be effective. 4-3-3, effective. And as I said, if anyone's seen my stream, I think it might have been yesterday, the setback that obviously we heard about Baleba and Brighton not wanting to sell. If United don't at least put a bid in, I don't care if Brighton have said, look, we're not going to sell him. Put a bid in and test the resolve. Because if you put a bid in, then you might get Baleba saying to Brighton, I want to leave. And it might force Brighton's hand. But the longer that no bid gets put in, it's just like you're trying, but you're not really trying. He ticks absolutely every box. And as I said, the fact that we have to watch the likes of Bruno Fernandes in midfield, yeah, it's laughable, man. It's absolutely laughable. But as I said, I'm still going to remain confident that United get the Baleba deal done because I'm just thinking They need a midfielder, and I just can't see United ending this transfer window without bringing a midfielder in. Because if he doesn't bring a midfielder in, this manager is dumb. You know what I mean? He's absolutely dumb. And the thing is with him, he's creating a problem off his own back if that doesn't happen. So, yeah. But who knows, man? Who knows? We have to wait and see. But second half back to start in a bit, guys. And let me tell you now, man, it's a massive 45 minutes for Ruben Amorim. As I keep saying, if Amorim doesn't win this game, he has to go and beat Fulham and Tottenham, and Fulham and Burnley. He has to beat both of them. So, big up to Leanne Cutter as well. Says Bruno is shit. Capitals needed. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with that because he is shit. He is shit. And until people come round to the idea that Bruno Fernandes is one of Man United's biggest problems, we're always going to keep disappointing. That's it. Nubis says, had United sold Bruno, they could easily put 150 bid on the Baleba. But again, Baleba's not going to cost 150. So I'm not going to agree to that. But what I will tell you, if Bruno was gone, that Baleba deal, you know, you like there's no talk about is Baleba gonna come through. That would have already been done. So again, I don't blame Bruno. I don't blame Amorim. I blame Ineos on that because they should have taken it out of the manager's hand. But the fact that Bruno's still there being shoehorned into this team is an absolute joke. So, but anyway, second half, let's see what's going on. Big up to Lumi. So Lumi said, Leanne, Gav's here to talk about football, not date. Yeah, big up Lumi, man. Listen, all fans are welcome, put it that way. Gav getting riz. Listen, we keep him at arm's length, put it that way. But no, listen, all the love's much appreciated, you know, and as long as you guys are enjoying the stream and you're interacting, you know what, that's all I'm concerned about, you know. But big up everyone anyway. Much appreciated. Guys, as always, make sure you smash the like button. And if you're new in here, make sure you sub to the channel. So DXR says, what's your opinion on buying refurbished laptops? Bro, if you've got the money, man, just go and buy a new one. Forget all this refurb nonsense and secondhand crap, man. Just go and buy a new one, man. That way, you know you're going to have no problems. And yeah, I'll just say buy a new one. But your choice, man. Your choice. See what door we can do here. Come on, Shaw. Get a good crossing. Oh, unlucky. Oh, what's Mount doing, man? Mount Russia blood. You know what, yeah? Guys, let's be honest with you. Let's be honest, yeah? How has Luke Shaw and Mason Mount found their way in the first game of the season starting? Someone asked me this question. Who would have thought Luke Shaw and Mason Mount find themselves starting the first game? Is it me or am I just going mad? How are both of them that haven't been playing and they're both starting the first game of the season? Crazy. crazy. Aiden Heaven and Amad Diallo on the bench, who have been playing last season and pre-season, and they're both on the bench for Shaw and Mount. Like this manager has questions to answer because yeah, this can't go on. I'll be honest. Bro, I agree, man. I mean, I don't want to say it, lack of trust on Ahmad and Heaven. I don't want to say that, but it's quite obvious. And again, if you're Ahmad Diallo especially, you're questioning what this manager's doing. Because again, um again, he signed a new contract, so there's no talk of him going. There's no way he's going. But under this manager, you must be questioning yourself, thinking, why have I signed this new contract for this manager to drop me in the first game of the season? Criminal. Like I hope Ahmad's pissed off. I hope he is. I mean, Aiden Heaven obviously is still a bit of a young gun, you know what I mean? So, but if I'm Ahmad Diallo, I'm pissed off. And after the game, you know what I mean? Have a word with the manager if I'm him. Because the fact that Dallow's shit in that position and Dallow's just come in and started is an absolute disgrace. Let's be honest, it is. Luke Shaw is here because he's a Roberto Carlos regen. Bro, listen, when I heard that, yeah, it's like, do you know how hard Roberto Carlos had to work to become Roberto Carlos? And Luke Shaw's been there for a decade, you know, hasn't done anything really, and people are calling him Shawberto Carlos. Like, can you see the disgrace? Oh my God, who's this? Jokeres going through now. What's this? Come on, delete. Yeah. Casemiro. Yeah, Jokeres is shit, man. I knew. You know what? That's why I didn't want Jokeres. You know, that's why. I don't want to hear nothing about him being rusty, nothing like that. Like, the guy's got physicality, but as a footballer, he's shit. And too many of these deluded Man United fans, you know, they know who they are. We're trying to say Jokeres is the signing. Again, these people just don't know football. They look at someone that scored a lot of goals and think, yep, let's go and get him. He's fucking shit, man. Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team says Jokeres is playing trash. Listen, you're wrong again. He's not playing trash. He is trash. He is trash. Let's just say that. Amad Diallo was Man United's Messi. Listen, I mean, Messi's one of my favorite ever players, man. One of the best players of all time. You know, I think it's disrespectful to say that he was playing like Messi or he was Man United's Messi. But Amad Diallo has that quality. He does. He has that quality. He has that quality, man. And this, and again, what I'm sick and tired of these managers, Ten Hag, Amarim, these guys just don't like football players. And the fan base is like that as well. A lot of the fan base, they don't like football players, you know. And until we get a manager that likes football players, expect the misery to continue. Expect it. You know what? I'm gonna be pissed if this game finishes 1-0 to Arsenal. Ahmad's coming on. Should have fucking started him, Amarim. thing is as well, I'm gonna be pissed off if this game finishes 1-0 because of a mistake. I wouldn't even mind it if Arsenal scored a good goal. But look, Ahmad's coming on now anyway. Gyökeres isn't impressing me so far. Bring Kai on. Yeah, listen. He's been poor, let's be honest, but he's on the winning side at the moment. So, and look, this manager, yeah, he now takes Dallo off for Ahmad. What's the point? Just start the guy. How about that? This buy-in there's dodgy, man. Good touch from Bruno though. Good touch from Bruno. Played. Come on. No, Cunha, why? Oh, to be fair, he's still onto it. Hey, I'm surprised. I didn't think he'd get onto that. Play Cunha. Play Cunha. Cunha. Played Cunha. Hey, listen. He's going to be a player, man. Because that touch down the line, what he done, to be fair, is a great touch from Bruno, to be fair. Good ball, but Gabriel showed some good pace there as well. But to be honest with you, Cunha done that touch for no reason, but he still held it up and got the free kick. Good bit of play. Played. Go on, Ahmad. Play him. Played. Go on. Played. Play him. No! Ah. Gav, how come you're behind? Second half is back on 10 minutes into the game already. Yeah, no, we're on 57 minutes here. So ball just went out for a goal kick to Man United. I think it might have been because I was reacting to something. What's this happen? Who's this? Yeah, Zedra, listen, bro, man. I'm happy with Cunha and Mbuemo, but I'm not going to get too excited with Cunha and Mbuemo under this manager. I'm not. Saka's been quiet, to be fair. Played Delict. Saka's been quiet. He's been poor. Not poor, but he's been quiet. That's it. Oh, come on. That's poor, man. Come on, Mbuemo. You're better than that. That's poor. Fucking hell, Madueke is coming on. Imagine if Madueke scores. I think I have to shut the stream down. If Madueke scores, man, after the criticism I've been getting him, guys, you might see this stream just be shut down. Declan Rice, what's he doing? Madueke, you know. I reckon Madueke goes on for oh, and Kai Havertz. Okay, so Gyökeres and Martinelli are both going off. Yeah. I was told Kai Havertz has been hitting the weights. So yeah, I told you, Gyökeres and Martinelli, yeah. Yeah, Gyökeres weren't good, man, to be honest. Yeah, Zedra, listen, man. Why are we surprised though? We shouldn't be surprised. Man United have been individual FC for a while. You know what I mean? They've been that for a while. And the thing with Amarim, we was told Amarim's a good coach. He's clearly not that. So if Man United get back into this game, it's only going to be from an individual bit of quality. And I'm looking at the likes of Cunha and Embuemo or Ahmad as doing that. So why are we surprised? This manager's been showing his hand ever since he came here. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. We shouldn't be surprised, man. This manager's not a good coach. I'd beg anyone to tell me anything different. He's not a good coach. Good play. Unlucky. Glock 14, you know. To be fair, I don't think Glock 14 had any bullets. Did he even get a shot off target? I want to see Xerxes come on, but I don't think Xerxes comes on. I don't think Xerxes comes on. Played Ahmad. I mean, you got Ahmad with that kind of ability that he's got, yeah, playing as a wingback. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Oh, come on, man. For fuck's sake. Played the Ligt. The Licht's played well, man. Played very well today. I can't accept this game if United lose from a mistake. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Oh, this man just not serious. Manuel Ugarte and Sesko. So he's going to take off Casemiro and Casemiro and Mason Mount are going off. Casemiro and Mason Mount are going off. Good play. Good play. Gav, do you remember Bruno's goal against Uruguay in the 2022 World Cup? No, I don't actually. I don't. No, I actually don't. No, I don't remember it. See, I told you. Sesko on, get the crowd up. The chip goal in which Ronaldo tried to score with a header, but it didn't touch. No, I actually don't remember it. I don't actually remember it. Told you. This man just predictable. We knew he was going to do this. I've guessed literally all the subs. Ahmad for Dallo, Ugarte for Casemiro, Sesko for Mount, Cunha goes to the left, Sesko through the middle. This man just predictable. He's predictable. He's just relying on individuals now. Individuals he's relying on. Oh my lord. Top scorers, guys. Top scorers in the Premier League last season for Man United. Ahmad and Bruno both got 8. Garnacho got 6. Højlund and Rashford got 4. $30 goals last season from those 5 players. 30 goals. I swear Mo Salah got like 27 on his own or something like that. Yeah, that is shocking, man. That is shocking. That is shocking. Yeah, that is shocking, man. I can't believe that. Gav, do you remember when Onana's lookalike scored that bicycle kick and didn't win the Puskas award? Onana's lookalike. Nah, who's that, man? Who's that? Onana's lookalike scored a bicycle kick. But nah, you gotta try. You gotta kind of enlighten me, man, to know you're talking about. Lenny Yoro's not having it off Kai Havertz. Played Ahmad. Played Ahmad. Played. Go on, Ahmad. Oh, lucky. Yeah, United are just gonna. If United score, it's gonna be from individual quality. You can tell. So I think Arsenal now are gonna sit in and just rely on the counter. Thing is, Arsenal ain't been great, but they haven't really needed to be. Oh, is he on? No. Oh, Cunha! Cunha! Played. Go on, Mbemo. Go on. Oh, you're joking. Hey, listen, Cunha, man, he's got that. He's got that in him. Oh, look at this. Lucky. Mate, listen, Mbemo and Cunha, they're going to come good. They are. But Yeah, he showed Ben White what time it was there. Do you know what? I'm looking at this United team, yeah, and I'm telling you now, change this formation, and if you've got Ahmad in the 10, you've got Embuemo on the right, you've got Cunha on the left, and you've got Joshua Zirkzee up top. This team is frightening. I'm telling you. This team's frightening. This manager's not going to do this though. And then you've got the likes of Kobe Mino who can play as an 8, and then you play a Casemiro or a Yagate, or well, just obviously go and get Baleba. You know what I mean? Imagine this team, guys. Yeah, 4-2-3-1, and United signed Baleba. You got Baleba. You got Baleba, Kobe Minu in midfield. You got Ahmad in the 10. You've got Cunha on the left, Embuemo on the right, and then you've got Zirkzee as a striker. And then you've got Sesko on the bench coming on. You know, can swap with Zirkzee or whoever. You know what I mean? Listen. So I've been signing Cunha and Caremo since like he was at Leipzig. Yeah, listen, Cunha was at Leipzig. Yeah, he was at Atletico Madrid. I was Barcelona on my FIFA career mode when I first started playing FIFA. The new one, FIFA 25, obviously, and I had Cunha at Barca. And to be fair, he was dangerous, man. His shooting was dangerous. Like certain angle in the game, you know, putting right amount of power on it, causing problems. So look, they're now bringing on the two fullbacks in what's the name in Lewis Skelly and Timber. But yeah, no, listen, Cunha's a very good player, man. He is. To think that Man United got Cunha with literally no competition just shows you. So Gunners fans, I always get Baleba, Davies, and Alvarez for Barcelona. Alfonso Davies and Julian Alvarez. Yeah. Listen, Julian Alvarez is a good player, man. Like, thing is, I think Alvarez was like he should have never gone to Man City because he went there the same season, I believe, as when Haaland went there, and Haaland was always going to be the main striker. So, and Alvarez is someone that he's good enough to he shouldn't be on the bench, which is why he left. But he's a very good player, man. Played Dorgu, played. He's been decent today, Dorgu. Been decent. Play him. Oh, what a save! Oh, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Yeah, listen, Holland and Marmoush. This is why Pep signed Marmoush because Marmoush basically was his Marmoush was basically the Alvarez replacement. Not to mention as well, Marmoush can play out on the left, and Marmoush is a very good player. Like Marmoush for me should be starting. Like they've got so much quality, City, yeah, but City should be starting with Marmoush, Ryan Cherky. You know, those two should definitely be in the front line behind Haaland. They should be. But they've got so much quality in them. But he was the replacement for Julian Alvarez, definitely. And Marmoush, I think Marmoush is more talented than Alvarez. I think Alvarez is very good, but I think Marmoush is more talented. Right, guys, 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. Yeah, Cunha's trying to do everything on his own now. Uh, so not Brett May says United look better. Yeah, but what does that mean? That means nothing. Like they're losing the game, unfortunately. And when we're saying they look better, you know, they're at home. You know, I think in terms of the game itself, you know, they've had more players, the likes of Cunha, the likes of Mbuemo, that have looked more dangerous. But to say United are better, it's not really a praise, I would say, because one, they're behind. Again, I know it's a mistake, but I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Like saying they look better is no prize for me, really. It's no prize because I've seen United do this so many times. I've seen them do this so many times. So to say they look better, it's like, well, that's not really a. Is that really a positive? You know what I mean? Play that mad. Go on. Ah, unlucky. Um, I just can't wait for the press, bro. I don't watch his press conferences. I don't watch his press conferences. The guy just talks shit. Like he thinks he's smart. He thinks he's smarter than what he is. So yeah, I don't watch his press conferences. I ain't got time for his press conferences. So Gunners fan says, Gav, you should make those tactic animation videos. What's that? I've never heard that. What's that? Tactic animation videos. The thing is now, he's not going to make any changes as well. Because he's not going to take Bruno off. He's not taking Mbuemo or Cunha off. So I don't expect no one else to come on unless someone gets injured. Again, Kobe Minu. Kobe Minu is only going to thrive when his manager goes. Like, people need to deep that. Kobe Minu is going to thrive when he goes. Because Kobe doesn't play that mad. Gone. On. Oh. Play Cunha. Yeah, Kobe's only going to thrive when his manager's gone. As long as this manager's here, Kobe's not doing anything. Because this manager has certain players that he's going to play. And you think academy product, you know, listen, go on, Ahmad. Unlucky. Unlucky, unlucky. See, look, Ahmad's come on and he's up the quality straight away. Straight away. Yeah, big up, man. Gav, watch the Athletic. They make like those video explaining tactics with animations. I think I've heard of that actually, funny enough. But yeah, listen, when the channel blows up, man, just gonna keep working on the channel, you know. And yeah, listen, these things can be in the pipeline, man. But yeah, I think bit by bit, man, we'll start doing these things. But for the first step is to try and get the channel up and running, get it monetized, and then we can start going from there. This man just pissing me off, man. Harry Maguire for Luke. Okay, so what he's gonna do now, yeah, he's gonna start getting crosses into the box, play for corners. This manager's a fraud, guys. He's a fraud. This manager's an absolute fraud. He's putting Harry Maguire on, yeah. He's gonna start. They're gonna say Luke Shaw can't play 90 minutes, but the whole ploy is put Harry Maguire on, get some corners, and let Maguire go up. And then if United steal the game, steal a draw, you got it. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This manager's a fraud, man, I'm telling you. This manager's an absolute clown. He thinks he's smart, yeah, by putting Maguire on. I'm pretty sure Luke Shaw could have played another 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure of that, yeah. But he's put Maguire on because of Maguire's aerial threat. And then if Man United scam a draw, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, his substitutions were good because he put Maguire on. Listen, he's not fooling me, man. I'll tell you that now. He's not fooling me. Yeah, joke, man. Absolute joke. Gav, do you remember when Maguire scored that penalty in Euros final? But yeah, Maguire's actually a very good penalty taker because he can strike a ball good. If you can strike a ball good, then you know usually you're quite decent at penalties. You know, a lot of, obviously penalties about it's about composure, it's about mentality as well. But if you got a good strike on you, it does help. Is he going to bend it around the wall, Declan Rice? Corner. Declan Rice do it like versus Real Madrid. Listen, let's calm down with that, man. That's the only reason why Declan Rice got nominated for the Ballon d'Or list because of the 2 free kicks. Let's be honest. Mikel Merino. This is the thing. If Declan Rice never scored those 2 free kicks against Real Madrid, he doesn't get nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Just shows you where football's at now, isn't it? That a guy gets nominated because of 2 free kicks. Crazy. And now he's coming off. Again, Mikel Merino's an aerial threat, so he would help in that sense as well. Seven minutes. Played. Go on, Ahmed. Good ball. Good ball. Played. Oh, fuck's fuck's sake, man. That's it. Keep them in this half. Do you know what? That's a poor ball, Maguire, man. That's a poor ball. He's not even fucking looking, and you play it behind him. Right, Timber done well there. Timber done very well there. What a poor ball that was to Euro. Euro's not even looking, and you play it behind him like that. Oh man. Five minutes. Come on, man. Get the ball down there in the pitch. Come on. Play him. Play. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's he doing? What's Shagati doing? Oh, this guy's shit, man. Yagati. What's he doing? What's he doing? You know what? You know what it is, yeah? There's sometimes in football, yeah, you have to know your strengths and weaknesses. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses is key, yeah? What made Yagati think, yeah? What made him think that he has that ability to shoot from that range? That isn't his game. You break the play up and give it to the better players. What made him think to go and do that? Go on, Ahmed. Go on, Ahmed. That's it. Attack him. Attack him. Oh, fucking hell, man. Come on. Keep the ball alive. Play that, Ahmed. Go on, the licked. Oh! Oh, you're joking. Oh, yeah, Ahmad's tenacious, you know. He's very tenacious. Come on, at least get a draw, man. Don't let Arsenal beat you. Oh, Sesko. Oh, come on, man. Play Euro. Play Lenny. Play him now. That's it. Good. Keep the ball moving. Oh, what's this guy doing, man? What's he doing? What's this Bruno Fernandes doing? Just keep lofting the ball into the area. I'm sick and tired of this kind of football. Keep the ball recycling. I told you, he just reverts the type. Put the ball in the box. It's because Sesko's good in the air, get a lucky header. Fucking idiot, man. Fucking idiot, this guy. Ridiculous. Guys, I'm telling you this now. Amorim is under pressure now because, as I keep saying to you guys, this first game against Arsenal, if he got a draw, for me, he would. If he got a draw against Arsenal, then against Fulham, you know, a draw away from home isn't too bad, and then you have to beat Burnley. He now has to beat Burnley and Fulham before they play City and Chelsea. And I tell you this now, if he doesn't get good results in his first 5 games, the next 5 is not easy because I think Liverpool are in there as well. He is going to be under pressure. So this game was key, and I said it since the start of the summer, or since the start when the fixtures came out. I said if he doesn't beat Arsenal, you know, if he gets a draw, cool. You know, you've given yourself a bit of a lifeline. Fulham, get a draw away from home ain't too bad, but you have to beat Burnley. He now has to beat Fulham and Burnley before they play City and Chelsea. If he loses this game. So, and Arsenal haven't even been good. That's the funny thing. They've not even been good. A mistake and a lack of quality. Oh my lord. Good block. Hey, De Ligt. Do you know what? De Ligt has been crucial. He's been crucial in this game, De Ligt. 6-minute stoppage time. De Ligt has been crucial. Look at this block. He's been crucial, De Ligt. Look at that. He's been crucial. He should be the captain, Matthias De Ligt. Oh, man. Come and get the ball back. To be fair, United have had a couple of chances they have. But again, I wouldn't say any chance has been clear cut. It hasn't been. It's been Cunha's individual brilliance from what he done. Obviously, he's a bit lucky with the run. The Dorgu chance, you know, he obviously ran from deep. And to be fair, the Dorgu obviously hit the post as well. Good strike. But apart from that, it's not really been any sort of chances you would say you have to score that. Obviously, the one from the Cunha one off his left foot. Look at this guy. You see what I mean? With the long balls. This this guy gets on my nerves, man. But yeah, the Cunha one with a save from David Raya. You know, that wasn't a clear cut chance, but again, it was a good save. But apart from that, what's there been? 2 minutes. 2 minutes left, guys. Who would have thought Kobe Minu and Xerxes don't get minutes? I thought Kobe was going to come on, I'll be honest, but I knew Xerxes weren't going to play. I knew Xerxes weren't going to play, but listen, if you're Kobe Minu, man, madness. Oh, I'm guessing you guys must be ahead of me because the game's still going on. You guys are saying we should have won. Arsenal was shit. They were shit, but we weren't even better. We weren't really better. Let's be honest. Oh, you. Oh, God, man. Hammering at the wheel, you know. Yeah, listen. Oh, come on. What's this? You see what I mean? Maguire, come on, headers. Fucking hell, man. What a joke. Get the ball back, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Game over. Game over. Game over. Ah. Oh, fucking hell, man. You know what it is, guys, yeah? This is the one game against Arsenal that you just don't want to lose. And to get beat by a fucking mistake from the goalkeeper, it just compounds it. And DXR, big up, bro, man. But you know what it is, yeah. You see this whole Amarim out, yeah. I'm actually tired of it, yeah, because the guy shouldn't have been there in the first place. What happened last season? The fact that they got beat in that Europa League final should have been enough of an eye opener for Ineos to say, you know what, it was unacceptable at the league campaign and losing the Europa League final to Tottenham. That should have been enough to say, yeah, we need to go in a different direction. So the problem is, yeah, I don't even want to talk about Amarim out and this because the guy's not going to be good enough. He started Amad Diallo on the bench. Again, as we knew, Kobe was never getting any minutes. Xerxes, again, never came on, which, again, I knew was never going to happen because of the... he hasn't had much game time. But to get beat by a fucking own goal, well, I say own goal, a mistake from the keeper, is just frustrating, man. And people are going to be saying United had chances and um, United. Well, I'm not sure if anyone's going to say United played well because they didn't, yeah. But as Nubis has said, yeah, it's the same old shit. The same old shit this team just does. Is play Bruno. Bruno lost the ball into the box. Nothing happens. When you're losing the game, Harry Maguire is good in the air. Let's lump it up to Harry Maguire. There's no patterns of play. There is nothing. There is absolutely nothing. Big up to Lumi. Yeah, Lumi, listen. I mean, would a draw been fair? Yeah, it probably would have been fair. Let's be honest, it would have been. But again, you guys get the 3 points, man, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. A mistake from Bayinde, you know. I mean, if we're being harsh, Mason Mount should have been stronger up against William Saliba. You know, the fact that Saliba was bullying him out there in the box, obviously he goes into Bayinde and the goal comes from there. But yeah, listen, it's not good enough, man. Nowhere near good enough. And as I said, as I said, he now has to go and beat Fulham and Burnley. Because I tell you this now, yeah, if he doesn't beat Fulham, yeah, again, Burnley, you'd expect to beat Burnley at home. Burnley just got beat by Tottenham as well. So I expect United to beat Burnley at home. But he has to go and beat Fulham before Fulham and Burnley before they play City and Chelsea. And what City done to Wolves yesterday, and they're going to be at home, like, good luck. Good luck, you know. Sound like Liam Neeson there. But listen, and then Chelsea away. Chelsea away. No, Chelsea at home, sorry. Listen, yeah, I'm just fed up, man. Absolutely fed up. But yeah, it is what it is. But guys, listen up. Big up yourselves for coming on each and every time. Much appreciated. Again, if you haven't smashed the like button, make sure you do. And again, if you're new in here, make sure you sub to the channel. I'm going to be back, guys, tomorrow morning, 11:30. We're going to do our match reaction to the game today, Arsenal, Man United. Man United, Arsenal, should I say. See, home team. So we're going to do our reaction tomorrow. And then we're going to be back again, as usual, 6 o'clock with Jonas. Obviously, we're going to get into the Liverpool, obviously, first game against Bournemouth. We're going to discuss that. And obviously, we might touch on the Man United game as well. So, yeah, big up yourselves for coming on each and every time. But, guys, yeah, back tomorrow morning at 11:30. So, make sure you guys are back on for our normal time, normal stream. And again, 6 o'clock with Jonas. So, I will definitely be scheduling that. So, again, keep an eye on that. Make sure your notifications are on. And, yeah, big up to Nubis, man. Big up, bro. I appreciate it. But as I said, yeah, guys, make sure you come on tomorrow morning. And obviously, make sure you come on at 6 as well. And as I said, we'll get into this game because, as I said, and Zipsy's come on saying Man United controlled. Listen, I ain't got time for this, man. Controlled what? They lost the game, man. I ain't got time for it. But guys, big up yourselves each and every time. And as I said, 11:30 tomorrow. I'll catch you guys then. Make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Big up.